We'll start out in a super comfortable seated position. So, feet on the floor, or if you want to sit cross-legged, or if you want to sit however is most comfortable for you. So that um, might mean that your feet and ankles and your knees are together, or it might mean that you're more comfortable separated apart. But think about keeping your knees over your ankles so that um, you're not, with your knees really wide or your knees coming in, and then press down into your sits bones, into your hips, and maybe moving forward and back or side to side to find that really stable, grounded spot. And then grow your spine up and relax the shoulders back so that you are sitting tall, but not so tall like a soldier, that you're also sitting comfortably. And then if it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes. And if it's not, no problem. You can lower your gaze, kind of make your eyes go fuzzy, and start drawing inward and thinking about what's going on with you in your body today. So that might mean doing a general scan of the body, seeing if there's any spaces that are more constricted, or maybe you're experiencing discomfort or pain, and acknowledging that, right? We don't want to push it away. We want to simply acknowledge it, name it, and try to breathe into that. Try to make it a little bit more comfortable, a little bit easier, and then follow the breath. Notice where your breath is in your body today. Notice whether you're breathing quickly or slowly. Notice where in your body you feel the breath. Maybe you feel your chest rising and falling. Maybe you can feel the cold air coming into your nose and the warm air coming out. If it's more comfortable for you to breathe through your mouth, maybe you're stuffed up today, that's okay too. How does the air feel as it enters your lungs? Can you feel your ribs expanding? If you're leaning against the back of your chair, can you press your ribs into the back of the chair as you expand into the back of the lungs and breathe into the back side of your body? Can you breathe into the belly, using the diaphragm to pull the air down into the deepest part of your lungs, and then let the diaphragm release to help push the air out of your lungs, letting the belly swell on the inhale and sink on the exhale. Keep watching the breath, but now is a good time, if you like, to set an intention for your practice. Something to hold lightly, maybe something you're working on, or something you want to cultivate, or you want to bring more of into your life. It could be as simple as, I'm going to stay with my breath. I'm going to be optimistic and try everything. I'm going to stay in the present moment and hold it lightly, because we all get distracted and we can't be 100% focused 100% of the time. The brain wanders, thoughts come in, we follow the thoughts. That's okay. It's just a matter of bringing ourselves back to the present moment when we notice the thoughts coming, when we notice ourselves starting to follow the thoughts. We just bring the mind back and say, I'll think about you later. Thanks for coming to my attention. I'll think about you later. And letting the thoughts go on their merry way as they usually do. We're going to do a little bit with breath retention. So start filling up the lungs, really full, deep breath, really expanding the ribs, really expanding the belly. And then holding the breath just for maybe 5 seconds. And when you really feel that urge to exhale, slowly through pursed lips, like you're blowing bubbles through a straw, slowly extended, let the exhale come out through the mouth. And when you've pushed out all the air and your lungs are empty, take a nice, deep, full inhale through the nose, filling the belly, the lungs, the chest, all the way until you're totally full. And then hold the breath at the top just for 5, maybe 7 seconds. And when you feel the need to exhale, exhale slowly through pursed lips like you're breathing out a straw. And once again, taking your time when you're totally empty, slowly, deeply breathing in through the nose, and we'll carry on like this for a few minutes. Take your time. Finish this round of breath. Inhaling fully through the nose, pausing at the top, and exhaling slowly through the mouth, pursed lips like you're blowing through a straw. And when you finish this round of breath, let your breathing return to normal. Whatever feels good in your body could be in and out through the nose. And again, take stock. How are you feeling? Are there still areas that are tight or constricted? What can you do to relax, release them? Are your feet still on the floor? Are your hips still balanced in your chair? How is your heartbeat? Is it fast or slow? How's your breathing pace? Are you naturally finding that you're using the diaphragm more, or is your breath still shallow in your chest? Doesn't matter as long as we're observing, noticing, acknowledging these things. We'll do a few really gentle stretches, starting with the neck, just looking down towards the belly button and stretching the back of the neck. And then bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. And then very slowly looking up towards the ceiling. Maybe closing the teeth together gently to feel the stretch in the front of the neck. And then slowly bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. And then back chin to chest. And then we'll go around the other direction. Bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. Looking up towards the ceiling. Bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. And then bringing the chin back to the chest. We'll do that whole sequence again in one direction and then the other direction. Take your time and we'll meet back here. And then when you've come back to this chin to chest position, we'll bring the head up and just do a few shoulder rolls in one direction. And then switching to the other direction. And you can make these as big or as small as you want. So if you want to bring the hands to the shoulders and get a little more movement, that's great. If you want to stick with what we were doing, that's also totally fine. Do whatever feels good in your back, whatever pace feels good in your body. Could be slower or faster than me. That's totally fine. And then shake it out and come back into our comfortable seat wherever it is, adjusting as needed. And we'll do a little more breathing. So again, eyes open or eyes closed, whatever you like. We're going to do a bit of Bhramari breath, which is in some ways similar to that long exhale that we were doing with pursed lips, but this one instead is with closed lips, like a hum. Sometimes it's called the bumblebee breath. And so it's a big inhale through the nose and a hum out the mouth. Squeezing the belly, getting the last little bits of air out. And when you feel totally empty, you just start the cycle again, inhaling through the nose and exhaling with a hum through closed lips. And we'll carry on like this. If this or any of the techniques I'm offering don't work for you, that's fine. Just go back to watching your breath. Try it, see if you like it. And if you're saying this is not the day for this, or, I'm not comfortable with this, that's fine. You've tried it, then you go back to what you know works for you. If this is working, in through the nose and a hum through the mouth. Take your time, and at the end of your next exhale, squeezing the belly, getting all of the air out. Let the breathing return to normal. Assess how you feel. Can you still feel the buzzing in your lips? Or sometimes you can feel it in your head or your brain. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which is the long nerve that runs from the base of your skull all the way down into your gut. That's it's responsible for whether you're in fight or flight mode or whether you're in rest and digest mode. And when we sing or hum or it lets our vagus nerve and our bodies know that we're safe and we can be in relaxation mode. So let's bring that intention back into mind, whatever it was that you set in the beginning of our time together. And imagine how that looks if your intention sticks with you, if you're embodying it, if you're living it. And these could be really, really small things or bigger things. How does your body feel when this intention is made manifest? So how does it physically feel? What emotions come up? What actions do you take? Is there a color you can associate with this intention? Imagine that color starting out as a tiny little dot in your heart, and breathe into that heart space. And as you breathe into the heart space, let that color that signifies your intention, your best version of yourself, whatever it is, let that color swell and grow as you breathe into your heart space. Let that color grow so big it is as big as your torso, that it covers your head, that it gets so big that it's down to your feet, that you're totally awash in this lovely color. That this color is protecting you, that it might be guiding you, might be helping you in some way. Breathing into that heart space, being aligned with your thoughts, your actions, your speech, all of it exactly how you want to be. Let the color intensify. Maybe it has a vibration or a sound associated with it. Let it grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and stronger and more powerful. And then let it shrink back down slowly, just the way it grew, shrinking back towards the heart, into that tiny little dot. And we'll end with our body scan, starting with the top of the head and the back of the neck. And all of the features of your face, soften anything that's gotten tense, the eyebrows or the temples, the nose, the jaw, the mouth. Bring the tongue off the roof of the mouth if it got stuck up there. Your ears, your shoulders. Your chest, your upper back, the belly, your right arm, the upper arm and the elbow, the lower arm and the wrist, the palm of the hand and the back of the hand, and all of your fingers. The left shoulder and the left upper arm, the left elbow and the left lower arm, the left wrist and the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, and all of the fingers on the left hand. Let your hips sink into your seat. Relax the thighs and the hamstrings, the knees and the shins and the calves, your ankles on the left and the right. Your right heel and your left heel, the right arch of the foot and the left arch of the foot, the right ball of the foot and the left ball of the foot, and all of the toes on the right and all of the toes on the left. Let your whole body be relaxed, be held, be calm. Come back to the breathing. Gently in through the nose. Let the belly swell on the inhale and sink on the exhale. When you're ready, you can rub your hands together if you like to generate a little bit of friction, a little bit of heat. And then you can cover up the eyes, maybe give yourself a little massage on the forehead, the temples. Let yourself wake up a little bit. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.